Hello, everyone, and a very good evening to all of you. Thank you so much for joining for this wonderful topic which we are going to speak today. Thank you for taking out time to attend this webinar. So, everyone, with this good start of the evening, we are going to speak about a very, very important topic. Before that, I would like to introduce myself, a brief introduction about me. I'm myself Simran Sadhwani, head of school of K12 Schools, and had been lot past experience in working in education field since number of years. I had been into education field since 20 years. Have worked in number of schools, reputed chain of schools, which were Cambridge, which were also CBSE, and also IB schools. Had been into the working of the schools and leadership of schools with long number of years. So this curriculums which we follow, which are existing. I really feel that I have lived these curriculums, this whether it is Indian curriculum, CBSE, or I can say IGCSE, Cambridge, or IB curriculum. I have lived through it. Also, I will add into my introduction about I'm a very proud mother of two children which have been grown up into CBSEs and IG curriculum, and now currently they have been very successful and been into abroad for further studies and have recently started earning also into reputed fields. So here, before starting, I will just request everyone to keep your mic on mute, and we will have a very brief and interesting data-oriented information about all these curriculums, where you will connect you can, as if you are a student or if you are a parent or if you are any of relative of some student, you can connect yourself to these overview of all these curriculum, where the particular where your child belong, where you as a child where you belong, and it will be a very simplified decision making you can go through with this very short webinar. After this short overview, we will definitely give you chance and an open platform to ask questions and clear your queries as many. So starting with here, while giving the question answers, we will definitely give you rights to open your mic, and then we will have a quick chat also. It will be a really good experience. You will also have and I will also have. So my dear parents and students, this webinar will definitely give you a correct path to know how we can find the best curriculum. For finding the best curriculum, there are some factors on which our decision should depend. And that factors can be the curriculum structure, the assessment mode, which is very, very important, and how much recognition the board gives, also the future opportunities. Whatever the plans and dreams of your children or your dreams that relate to which board, which can give you that particular future opportunities, that is really important. So some factors like cost factor, availability factor, which schools are available in which regions, and their what type of inbuilt skills they are giving. These all are very important factors you will come to know in this webinar. With the next slide, we will speak about each curriculum and the overview of this webinar. The table of contents is in front of you, which is showing in this webinar. We are going to come across the exam system, the advantages, the disadvantages. First of all, dear friends, these are the curriculum boards which gives us knowledge and which gives us the eligibility to learn in higher grades and for securing the particular courses and jobs. So we should not call disadvantages. These are all boards are some or the other thing they are giving us. But a perfect choice is really important. So with this overview of boards, each board, we will go deeper and dive into each board, and then definitely you will get a better choice after at the end of the webinar. Dear friends, this is about general idea about CBSE, IGCSE, and IB boards. I should say CBSE is a Indian board. We can call it as Indian board, and has been started long back. Background is it is a national board. You already know, and that is of course CBSE is following NCRT curriculum. And it's a high quality education to students across India. We can say Indian mostly are following CBSE, and across India also many schools which are providing CBSE or Indian curriculum we have. Speaking about IGCSE, which is a international board, I should say. As I spoke about CBSE, which is I can say it's an Indian board. Same way, IGCSE, we can definitely call it as an international board. So it is about international general competitive of secondary education, and history has been started long back. And it was when it started, we used to call it as CIE, and its purpose is for giving us in-depth knowledge, practical study, future study, and program which makes us on the level of assessing higher education in IB also. So IGCSE prepares us for many future opportunities in IB also. Thirdly, if we speak about IB curriculum, it is International Baccalaureate Organization, and it is about, they have given vast in-depth knowledge about research and projects. So there are a lot many things we are going to see about each board. This was an overview of each board. In the next slide, we will learn more deeper about each board. Okay. So this is a very important information which you should have before going ahead with the choice of board for your child or for yourself if you're a student. This is about which countries we have availability of these boards. If I speak about CBSE, I definitely believe that it must be a common view with you all also, because whenever you choose a board, you see that in your locality which schools are nearby, whether CBSE are more near in your vicinity, or which schools or Cambridge. So this is a very important factor, of course. CBSE, you can see that it is available in India and UAE, Singapore, Malaysia, and African nations also. If I speak about Cambridge, that is IGCSE, we have 148 countries where we have such schools, that can be in UK, USA, India, number of things in India, China, UAE, and many European countries. I should say, I must let you know that comparatively, if we compare as compared to if we are speaking about India, comparatively is if you compare with CBSE, the availability of Cambridge, that is IGCSE, can be lesser availability, little lesser, I should say, but there are number of options which can, like online schools, like we are providing, and IGCSE curriculum, online schooling. So that is also a plus point of Cambridge, that if there is little less availability in your vicinity, you have the option of online schooling with us. Yeah, the thirdly, IB, that is also having a good availability in USA, Canada, UK, Australia, and European countries too. So deciding upon the availability, that is you have came to know. And if our school is an online school which provides Indian curriculum and Cambridge also. So these are the options which you have to keep in mind while selecting your course of this curriculum. Next slide, we will be learning. Yeah, please, next slide. Okay. Yes, dear all. This is when we think about some curriculum, when we think about some studies. I'm seeing there are a number of students also have joined. Who are really so happy that they wanted to know about themselves, that whether we are in a correct curriculum or know more about each curriculum. And there are a number of parents also which are very seems that they are so much concerned about the curriculum. And in front of me is really a privilege being in front of all of you. So it's giving me a pleasure to guide you about each board, that and which is a very important factor, that is grading system. Each student or a parent definitely want to know that how my child will be graded, whether it will be a marks, whether it will be a grade, whether it will be a percentage, whether it will be a pass or fail. So that is really very important. For CBSE, definitely we have grades as per the percentage. Definitely, if I speak about Indian curriculum, it is about numbers. They consider numbers. There is written exams also. There are projects and assignments and foundational score also, which is considered. But finally, the grades comes to students as per their overall scores, and the grades are A1, A2, B1, B2, C1, C2 till even E2. Same way, Cambridge in IGCSE board. In Cambridge also we have grades A plus and A, B, C, D, E, F, G. These are the seven grades we in Cambridge they provide. These all include the written exams, the practicals, the coursework, even it is including the project and assignments. This all overall gives to these grades. Same way, if you don't want to know about IB, the IB curriculum is giving 7, is the highest score from 1 to 7. They grade the students from 1 to 7. Here in IB, the grades are not only with the written exams, a more percentage of score is depending upon their coursework, projects, oral presentation, and assignments and research programs. So these are the things. Even in Cambridge, there is lot much weightage for their foundational, like their presentations, their communication and skills. So it's a skill-based report card in Cambridge also. So these boards are providing many skills, and you have came to know about the difference in the grading system. So next slide, please. Okay, so definitely syllabus. Now here, if you know the syllabus, you can relate yourself or your child with the syllabus, that what my child or what as a student me will be more interested into the subjects, because finally the student has to deal with number of subjects. So if we start with CBSE, CBSE is giving us NCERT syllabus, which is very much in depth with English, Hindi, mathematics, science, SST, and also some vocational additional subjects. If we speak about IGCSE, here I will give a star for IGCSE as a parent also, I can say, and as a teacher, as a leader, and as an academician, I can say that here in Cambridge, they get vast choice of subjects. So these students know that we have to, if we don't want this particular subject, we can shift to some other subjects into our choice boundary. So this is a plus from my side, and from definitely everyone will feel so. So these Cambridge is providing us languages, humanities, sciences, mathematics, technical, vocational subjects, and based on the interest and future career aspiration, students get the vast choice of subjects and they can choose the subjects as per their interest and future aspirations. Even I will point out here that the subjects which Cambridge is providing is having extended part also for having more in-depth and more expertise into particular subject. They can go for extended subjects like extended mathematics. They can go for extended subjects also. So this is a very good thing that the students get choice for choosing the subjects. Fine. Also, for Cambridge, which I have noticed and feel really beneficial, is they have very much combined choice between arts, science, and commerce for their grade 11 and 12, that is AS and A level. So where they can choose and make a combination between commerce, science, and arts subjects. So this is because today's generation, I feel that they are having number of interest. Some are interested in dance and also with accounts. They are interested in maths but also interested in economics. So a combination of subjects can be provided into Cambridge. Apart from this, if we speak about IB, as I told earlier, IB is giving a platform to students for more and more research, where they make theory of knowledge, where they make a very long and strong essays of their chosen topics and subjects, their activities, their projects. So here also they give a lot of, they have to choose 6 subjects between language and society, science, mathematics, and arts. So combination of subjects they can use in IB also. So I hope you have got a very clear idea about syllabus, which is very important and very where the student first see what are the subjects and what are the choices for the curriculum. Okay, let us learn for the next slide. Exam system, board. Here, definitely we are finally preparing us for board exams. So in the next slide, we are seeing about each of the curriculum, how they take the board exams. For CBSE, we have grade 10 and 12 board exam, the secondary and higher secondary exam held by CBSE board. For the students which are availing online schools, we have NIOS curriculum where they can give NIOS exams which are having online schooling, gives this board exams through NIOS, go to the center and give these exams. So there are choices where if you are doing a physical school, but if you're going for the physical school, these exams of CBSE are provided through school. And if you're going for online schooling, these are done with the online school through NIOS in your board years. Let us learn for the next board. IGCSE. IGCSE exams, we have Cambridge affiliated exams in grades again. For A level, AS level, we have grade 10 and grade 12 board exams, where Cambridge is giving a very beneficial thing for online schooling also, that students can be given online exams also for Cambridge, and this is the thing which students can benefit, and also students can directly avail these exams. It's not necessary that a school can register for the exam. The students can independently avail these exams of Cambridge board exams. So this is a difference of exams which we have learned in 2 boards. Let us learn for IB. Next slide. Yeah. So here in IB, as we have again the same type of exams in board 10th and 12th, where we definitely focus more on their uh, submissions of assignments, project, theory, research papers. So here the students which are getting the skills of research, they are getting the skills of making such extended essays, entrepreneurship. So these is the difference where exams are taken, but it will be board and submission of number of assignments and project and research, also theory of knowledge, CAS. Hope you have got the difference between the exam patterns. Let us know more about each board in the next slide. Yes, can I have the next slide, Mr. Preet, please? Yeah. Okay, about admission. Now, this was a question in parents' mind because students usually think about what will be the content, what will be the subjects, and all. But parents definitely know that finally they will be after boards going to get admission in number of further higher studies colleges. So in the next slide, we will be learning about, we'll be seeing what is the eligibility if you are completing your grade 10 or 12 from CBSE, where you can get admission, where you are eligible. So this is in CBSE also. After completing your 10 plus 2, you have number of options where you can provide your higher education, which can be highly in India, but you can go for further studies. You can go for Europe, or you can go for UK, and it was Singapore, Malaysia, and also UAE. But more exposure is for CBSE is in India and UAE comparatively. Let us learn about the next board, IGCSE. As I told, IGCSE is an international board. So it is having an international eligibility and acceptability. So more and more eligible for going through after grade from 9 to 12. This will be the complete transformation. And after this grade 12, the students get number of opportunities across the globe, in India also, in UK, USA, across the globe, more and more eligibility just they have to provide their passport, birth certificate, school records, language proficiency. So that definitely give you exposure across the globe. Next board, please. Yeah, IB. Even IB is providing international exposure. Here, IB is more accepted in USA, welcomed everywhere definitely, but more accepted in USA, and it's also offering because this admission criteria for IB is in their boards what projects they have done, what teachers recommendation should be there, essays will be there, language proficiencies, interviews, number of interviews will be there. So this is the change in the curriculum's eligibility for going further into any part. Let us learn more about each board. Yeah, next slide. Career opportunities. Now, definitely is also a very interesting part you must be waiting for to come to reach this part. After completing your education, this is very, very big question in everybody's mind, that whether if I complete my whole education in CBSE or Cambridge or IB, what will be preferred for getting a good job, for getting a good career, for getting my choice career. So let's learn the differences. Next slide. Okay, this is about Indian boards. So, keeping in mind about India, you must be knowing that India, after completing our grade 12, or if you want to pursue more career or any higher education, India provides some competitive exams that are JEE Main, NEET, CLAT. So these are the prestigious exams which India is providing, the Education Ministry of India, where the student have to qualify to particular criteria depending upon the participation of number of students for gaining the jobs or higher education. And definitely this CBSE inbuilt student is of course skill based and good in vocational subjects, entrepreneurship, so they can go for self-employed options also. So if I want to personally also want to advise you, as per my experience and the in-depth knowledge of these boards, CBSE can give you the exposure to work in India and abroad also. But when you are but here the skills which are developed in CBSE are more of knowledge and theory subjects, theoretical knowledge, and some part is practical knowledge, and also focus on entrepreneurship. So CBSE students can pursue their career in entrepreneurship, and also where more theoretical knowledge can be applied. Let us learn the prospects of IGCSE board in the next slide. British curriculum, that is Cambridge. So here Cambridge, if I am speaking, first you should know what skills you will develop at the end of your Cambridge education. You will develop critical thinking. This is a very, very important difference between if I'm speaking about Indian curriculum or Cambridge. Of course, Indian curriculum is in-depth, theory-based, practical also to some extent. But if I speak about critical thinking, here because of more theoretical knowledge in Cambridge, we feel that critical thinking is enhanced in CBSE student or Indian curriculum student to some extent. But whereas in Cambridge, I have seen, because as per the real based examples and choice of subjects, practical exposure, research, and technology based of learning, we see that the critical thinking skill, independent research, innovation, these are skills are inbuilt into a Cambridge student which has completed the course in Cambridge. It's internationally accepted, as already told, and for higher education, for very much diverse prospects we can for pursue our career also. So if a Cambridge student want to pursue their options and doors, lot many doors becomes open because they have critical thinking. So going into further into tech-based careers, or where they can apply their critical thinking knowledge, can be beneficial to them and can be easily gained because you are a British certified student. Next board, we will learn about IB board future prospects. Yeah, so here in IB, definitely we say that the student which has completed the IB education is already very much skilled with the research, with the application of all the knowledge, because mostly the IB prepares upon all application based study, where they emphasize upon community service, intellectual understanding, ethical decision making, and leadership roles. So the career can be performed in these particular fields and welcomed everywhere with the IB skills. Next slide, please. Okay, so I completely believe that these all boards are definitely giving by their own way, definitely giving our children, or if you are a student to you, too many skills. But you have to think as per your liking, as per your mentality, what suits me better. The type of skills, the type of exams, the type of curriculum, the type of choices, the cost. If we speak about the cost, I can ensure that CBSE is an average level cost expenditure education. IGCSE is little higher cost. IB is more higher cost. So depending upon their cost provision and spatially thinking about a child acceptability and capability. So for that purpose, our K12 school is also very soon going to provide career counseling and psychometric counseling. So to know about each student interest and need. So these were the insights which I have shared with you. Now I will definitely welcome the questions from you all. Please, you all are welcomed for clearing your doubts and queries regarding board and your choice of board. Please, everyone, like to hear from you. Yes, dear all, you can raise your hand also. We'll give you a chance to speak by allowing you for an unmute. Okay, till everyone comes with the questions, I will just give you a brief about my experience into these boards and the conclusion which we can derive from this summary of this webinar. That uh, if I can summarize the whole and think about as a student point of view or a parent which is very much concerned about learning of a child, basic point, the basic consideration you can have is about the student interest. This is very, very important. As a parent also, I told you in my initial as I started with the webinar that I had been my experience as a in working also in all three boards I have worked, and my children had been also into three boards. They were in CBSE, they were in Cambridge, and now in IB. So I feel that my children and me, we all have lived these three boards. So here I will let you know that why CBSE and then why Cambridge or something. So depends upon the interest of the child. If the child is more interested in theoretical part, reading, learning, making notes and diagrams and projects and making good in memorizing, then it is definitely you can go for CBSE Indian curriculum, and it has a really good in-depth knowledge of each subject, especially maths and science. If I speak about student interest in Cambridge, I can tell you if the child is more interested in practical knowledge and in application based knowledge and more choice of subjects, if the student want to learn different types of subjects, more depth in extended subjects, or want to explore science, commerce, maths combination of subjects, or want to have case based and real life study which the student can definitely apply and enhance the critical thinking. Like some students are such which they are not good in theory and writing and learning, they are good in thinking. They think why this, they ask number of questions, why not this and why only this. So if the student is very much eager to learn and questions and ask and every time thinks, then that means the student is good in can is critical thinking and challenging thinking can be enhanced through Cambridge. And interest in IB, if I speak about student interest, I can tell you that if the child is more interested into research, If the child is every time googling and taking out information about this or that, and very much applying the knowledge into daily life, and wanted to know more in depth, and wanted to every time present their work, then the student is fit for IB definitely. Future aspects we have seen already in the webinar, and also their curriculum and subjects. So may I have some of the doubts? I think some have written on the in the chat box. Okay, Mr. Laksh want to know. Okay, studied in Indian curriculum, but I want to change to British curriculum before switching. Okay, what should I see before switching? So here, Mr. Lakshwantar is already in Indian curriculum. Thank you for asking me this doubt. It's a very important thing you have to think before changing. What are the points should I see before switching? Okay. First of all, Mr. Laksh, you should be knowing that if you are in a CBSE level, then switching to Cambridge will not be definitely difficult, but you should know that it will be the subjects will be having more in-depth knowledge and more higher level order of the content. Okay, so but you will be definitely getting more in-depth knowledge. So if you are really interested in more in-depth knowledge and more you can say about more deeper knowledge and more examples, more real life applications, then you can without without any point, if you want to change, definitely you can switch to Cambridge. Just the thing you have to keep in mind with that, the level will be little higher and the syllabus and content will be little more vast comparatively, but handholding will be there from wherever you are doing. The teachers for switching your board, definitely the teachers in our K12 school also do a lot of hand holding. If any student is changing from Cambridge to CBSE to Cambridge, the teachers are hand holding, taking remedials to develop, to bridge the gap, a little gap which is two boards are having. So remedials and hand holding can solve your problem, and you can definitely switch. And if you are switching to Cambridge and if you feel that you are not having good Cambridge schools in your or nearby schools in your vicinity, there is an option of online school every time. We are providing online Cambridge to make it more flexible, so that if you want to pursue Cambridge, and if you feel that there is no particular availability, then Cambridge has that flexibility that we even like us, we are providing online schooling also. Hope the doubt is clear, and thank you for asking. Yeah, please, anyone else, can you hear? Can you ask the questions if you want? I'm here. The door is open for clearing your doubts. I think with all this information, your doubts are already cleared, and that's why you're already totally clear about which board to choose. Okay, any student want to speak with me for are you happy with the curriculum you are in, or you want any changes? Yes, my dear students. Okay, hope all the students are clear. Okay. And yeah, the parents still we are here with you. You can take your time, and if you have any doubt, please you can clear. So these are number of flexible options where like K12 is providing accreditation, affiliated, and certified exams for Cambridge and Indian curriculum also. So this is also a flexibility between the courses nowadays that we can avail online also. Okay, so here, with if you are doubts are already cleared, we will before ending we will just give you a small brief about the school where I am privileged to work as a head of school, which is providing an very interactive and digital way of learning, which is providing number of digital tools and interactive learning material for an comfortable option of learning from home and online schooling of CBSE and Cambridge. You can reach to us for any doubt or any registration or any guidance you need anytime. Thank you everyone for attending. Thank you all for joining, taking out your time. Hope this is beneficial to you all. Thank you all.